It's up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Stay with your man. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Shot.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Safarian Jenkins has it. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. King.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield, he's going to float this one. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score Saints 7, Packers nothing. Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf. Mike. Hey, let's get it. Hey, Sam off. Check. Whip. Watch the whip. Check safety. Ready.
On first down, Spencer. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolutely.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
Go.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Yes. Go out.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert, pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returning it is Moore. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Set. 180. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Run.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He's going to air this thing out deep, and this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Hey.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. Let's go.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go play action. Mayfield. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play. For a big shot downfield, you know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Watch safety creeping.
Squeeze.
Safety's creeping.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he slings one that's incomplete. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike, 53.
5.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joey Bosa in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Offense back out now for 1st and goal after the successful fake.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On second down, Kamara. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down.
Right there. What? Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Saints 28, Packers nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over first and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They'll run on first down. It's Spencer, and he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
The tackle by Derwin James. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
With the score, Saints 28, Packers nothing.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Go, go. Ready.
Second and 6. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
54.
Pistol.
Get in the weight room.
Hurry.
54. Mike.
Hey, wahoo.
Okay, double up. Check 15.
Kings.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6. We want it. Come to my world.
On second down, Mayfield again. Kamara's got the first down and then some. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh. Watch that. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Switch.
Hey, alert 33.
Watch the safety cream.
Kings. Hey, Alpha.
And again, it's Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Let's go.
Go.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Shoot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I got you, son. Why? Get one.
To throw again. Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. They'll get 34 yards there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Sponge. 6-6. Bullet high.
Rush in. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Kill. Slam.
Hey, Haywood. Snap.
From the gun, Herbert. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
70, Indy.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Herbert. Complete to Jones.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Packers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Mike 55.
Go. Five. Hustle.
55, Mike.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. On first down, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Ready.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Throwing again. Herbert. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Saints.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Ryan. Check. 53 is Mike. Check. 53.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Back, back, back.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Real. Hey, Charlie.
Right there. 54.
Throwing. Mayfield. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Mike, 54. Hey, we have you.
Run.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Point it right. Hey. High 7.
54. Mike, 54. I'm on.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. They still can't get it. But he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Smooth!
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the pass. Watch
now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. Looking left side, it's complete, he's got it. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Good, 180!
Mike's by 4.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for alert, 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 alert! Y'all playing the wrong football.
Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. Kill, kill, kill.
Regular, regular, regular.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check 99. Check 99.
Pistol, pistol, pistol.
Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's all.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, alert 33.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 6 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5.
Here we go.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I
got you. Just step.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Go. Hey, echo.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 54 is Mike. 54.
Run.
Check. Watch 54.
Now Mayfield. He's going to air one out. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey, Delta. 54, right there, 54.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Back to throw. Herbert, a dump underneath to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. From the gun on third down. Herbert looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
No!
58.
Bravo!
58 for Mike. It's been a long day for you.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. First down, Mayfield. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. He had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Mayfield now. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Check.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
A 24-yard attempt.
Offense's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Let's go. At their own 16-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Watch out, watch out.
Black, come on. Let's 5-7.
Under crunch.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
First throw now for the backup Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
180!
Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you, pop. Hatchet. Hatchet.
Real. Alert!
Mike 54. Mike.
Following the interception, Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch the out.
Shim.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert. Hey, Zoo.
Mike 54.
Mayfield to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Kamara. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to take it effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. This is complete to Michael Thomas. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Right 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Regular. Check 3.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Kings!
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Rabbit.
And again, it's Mayfield. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the...
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Wentz now to throw. And he's going to go down again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Sunday.
Now Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
To try again after the sack, Mayfield. Safarian Jenkins has it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Mayfield. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
First down, Saints. Greystone travel. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Packers pick it up. He's at the 30. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
No problem there on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? What? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hurry, hurry. 54. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And out across midfield, down to the 45. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Target.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting up.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. To throw, Mayfield looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end. Zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.